Have you ever visited Egypt? The temples, pyramids, hieroglyphics, and all the wonderful ancient structure? As you know, Egypt is a wonderful place to visit. Egypt is a dazzling destination of temples and tombs that you can visit. It is a historic treasure with interesting archaeology structure. For example, the Nile River, pyramids of Giza, Cairo City, Valley of the Kings, Islamic Cairo, Egyptian Museum, Siwa Oasis, and all the Nile crossing around the river. Also, it's important to know the language, religion, and other important aspects of the Egyptian culture. But what is the culture in this country? Well, the culture in this country is very different and interesting with wonderful hieroglyphics on the wall and different pictures that develop and show different meanings. Egypt has so much for travel to see and visit for a mix of activities, culture, adventure, and relaxation in this place. You can find the best place to visit with our list of the tourist attractions in Egypt that you can find, or in the future you can try to travel in this country that it is so beautiful. Now, we are going to develop the different places and also the different activities that you can do in this country. Okay, the pyramids of Giza. What is the different activity that you can develop in this place, or what is this place in this country? It is the last surviving of the seven wonders of the ancient world in Egypt. The pyramids of Giza are on the world's recognized landmarks. Giza's pyramid has traveled down from the age and had archaeologists. Now let's continue to talk about the temples in this country. That the temples are very interesting and they have a lot of temples in this country. The ancient temples were based of the kingdom pharaohs and mummies in this country that you can see in this place. The Quarry-Best Bank is home of the tombs and temples that have been called the biggest open-air museums in the world. You can explore the colorful wall and hieroglyphics, art of the tombs, columns in the temples, and the luxury continuous history and archaeology that you can find in this place. If you love the archaeology, it is the best place that you can travel and search to travel around the world. It is the best place for this kind of way to analyze the archaeology in this place. Now, we're going to talk about the Islamic Cairo. Okay, the Cairo is the capital of this place, that is Egypt. As you know, the Cairo is the district, the main part of the city in this country. And you can find different places of shopping, artisans, different workshops like ceramic, textile, and perfumes, and different beautiful presents that you can find in the different shops. The Egyptian museums are about the pharaonic world at the Cairo's Egyptian museums. That in this case, the museum is one of the world's great museum collection. It starts in the golden glory of King Tutankhamun and the fascinating royal mummies exhibitions, but really every corner you turn here in home to some wonderful piece of the ancient art in this place. Okay, now we are going to talk about the language that you can find in this place. As you know, English is the universal language, but in this case, the language that you are going to find in this place is the Southern Egypt. It's the Seri Arabic. It's the main spoken language, most not urbanized people. What about the religion? Well, most people who live in Cairo are Muslim. There are also many Christians in Egypt, obviously, perhaps around 10% of the population. So it is very interesting because the religion can change and is very different. If you look, for example, in Costa Rica, it's very different than language in Egypt. For example, if you go to Egypt and you are going to shopping or different kind of activities, you need to pay with the Egyptian pounds. It is the way that you are going to pay in this place. That is a very important topic. So, in brief, this country is an excellent option to travel, but it is very expensive. If you are going to, for example, to travel this country in, I don't know, 2 years or 3 years in the future, you need to think that it is a very expensive country to travel, but it's wonderful. In the spirit of all, the wonderful pyramids, hieroglyphics, mummies, archaeology, and culture are unforgettable. And you need to enjoy it because this country has a kind of archaeology treasure, mummies, and different hieroglyphics that you can find in this place. It is a wonderful option to travel. Thank you.